Joe Hockey, thanks for your time.
Always good to be with you, Brian, and good evening.
Parliament resumes in a few weeks.
Yes, it does, on the 12th, I think.
That'll be an interesting session.
It will, yes. We've got a fair bit of work to get through in that Parliament.
Tony Abbott's first session as Prime Minister
Yes,
as well.
Tony will be there, yeah.
Weddings permitting,
Yep,
of course.
provided he's not at work.
Now, the opposition has a new leader. Are you worried about facing a fresh team?
No, you'd only be worried about facing Bill if he'd promised you his lifelong loyalty, wouldn't you?
Now, Joe Hockey, there are going to be some serious questions asked of you because you've done the opposite of what you said you would do.
Well, consistency is the refuge of fools, Brian. We're governing this country. We're dealing with reality.
But hang on, you've announced you're going to borrow $500 billion.
Don't have a lot of choice, Brian. We have looked at the situation. That is the responsible thing to do.
You did say with the previous government its biggest problem was it was borrowing money.
Borrowed all the time, Brian. They said they were going to bring in a surplus. You tell me, how did anybody bring in a surplus by borrowing?
Oh, come on, business do it all the time.
Well, aside from business, Brian.
But you're borrowing more than they borrow.
The situation's completely different. When
How?
they were in power, the world economy hummed like a top.
Come on, we have the GFC, Joe.
Well, with that exception, it was a very stable period in international economics. Now we've got no mining boom. We've got a currency going through the roof, which brings me to my third point.
Second point.
Second point, is it? Which is that they've just had a huge fiscal crisis in the US.
That was your first point.
Yes, but I'm expanding on it, Brian. Anything.
Okay, now you've marked some things out for privatisation.
Yes, of course we have.
Why?
Well, because we need the money. I gave the Reserve Bank $8 billion the other day.
What for?
Pardon?
What for?
Brian, you're missing the point. Go through the list and see if there's something on there you'd like to buy.
A chainsaw on a map of the education department?
No, on the back, Brian, there's a full inventory of the things that may come your way.
Medibank Private,
Yeah.
one previous owner.
Brilliant organisation.
Hex debt, 22 billion, as is, where is?
Yep.
Is that really what it's worth?
No, but that's what we're selling it for if you get in quick.
Well, how does this all work? Give me a model.
Well, let's take CBA. That's a famously successful
What did that sell for?
privatisation. Sold for $8 billion.
Good price.
Oh, fabulous. Huge amount of money.
Yeah. Now, the people who paid the $8 billion for it,
Yep.
what would it be worth now?
$122 billion.
122 billion?
$122 billion.
So if the government hadn't sold it, currently we'd be better off by about $114 billion.
Technically, Brian, yes, but we wouldn't have the $8 billion.
Yes, we would. They just paid a dividend of $8 billion.
Well, there you go. It's a win-win situation, Brian.
What else?
Well, you ever been to Canberra?
Yep.
Big building on the hill with a spire on it.
You're selling it.
Fully tenanted, Brian, fully tenanted.
But hang on, there's a lot of dry rot up there.
We can change the tenants, Brian. That's been done before. No worries there, son.